Those goddamn youngins, they just really can't understand the right things to be doing with their food. Apparently, according to this dietitian, reveals the 6 biggest food mistakes Gen Z and Millennials are making and what they should do instead. I got a couple of ideas, but let's see if we're onto something here. Now, the rise of social media has coincided with a surge in food misinformation and unhealthy eating habits among young and youngish folks, according to the experts. I see a few recurring misconceptions among Millennials and Gen Z around nutrition. Kylie Sadakias, MS, RD, okay, registered dietitian, and I don't know what the MS stands for. And it's probably some Asian thing. Best-selling author and Factor First and No BS Bad Science officer. Oh, okay, maybe she's mediocre science. That's what the MS stands for. These generations care deeply about health, convenience, and feeling good, but modern food culture can make things confusing, she said. Social media, wellness trends, and the pressure to optimize everything shape how we eat and talk about food. Indeed, research shows that 61% of millennials, 70% of Gen Z rely on social media for advice, giving propaganda about nutrition ample space to spread. Especially if they're going on TikTok following those trends. Some of them are interesting, some of them we've looked at before, but a lot of them, well, it's TikTok. What did you expect? Cicada, there we go, like the bug, shares the top 6 food mistakes these generations are making and how to course correct. All right, what are we doing? Prioritizing aesthetics over nourishment. There you go. Stop going to your 5-star restaurants and just eat like a regular person. Millennials and Gen Z are growing up during the rise of clean eating and what I eat in a day content. Okay, a lot of people are internalizing the idea that healthy food needs to look a certain way. Low carb, perfectly plated matcha in the morning, green powder by noon. Reframe, yes. It is imperative to focus on how food makes you feel rather than what it looks like on your plate or how a picture of that plate will track on social media. Feed yourself, not your feed, if you will. Letting viral trends set the tone for eating. All right, a recent study found that nearly 3/4 of Gen Zers get their meal inspiration from social media. Well, that's not inherently bad, but all right. Cicada said that the viral trends such as girl dinner, gut health hacks, bean talk, metabolism shots, and cottage cheese everything can make nutrition feel like a moving target. People start to trust virality over less exciting fundamentals. Fine, okay, so Cicada recommends leaning on the true and time-tested rather than trendy. Protein, fiber, plants, hydration, and consistency makes a bigger impact than any single trending ingredient or wellness trick. Believing health has to be extreme to be effective. What are we doing here? Modern food and wellness culture is marked by obsessions with resets, detoxes, cleanses, and extreme challenges, Cicada said. It feels productive and motivating, but it often turns into burnout and an all-or-nothing thinking. Do we really need to reframe that one? Because it seems quite self-evident. Normalizing skipping meals in the name of wellness or productivity. Between intermittent fasting, coffee replacing breakfast, and a culture of being busy, many people skip meals and call it discipline or convenience. Unfortunately, the consequences of skipping meals include a starving brain that struggles to focus, regulate mood, and make good choices. To fuel the mind and body, Cicada recommends prioritizing regular, balanced meals. Eating regularly supports hormones, metabolism, cognitive function, and emotional stability. Food is a tool to help you show up as your best self. And finally, feeling guilty for leaning on convenience. Well, she's got a lot of pictures of herself, okay, and I imagine they probably track fairly well on social media. A legion of influencers would have you believe that healthy eating equates to homemade or made from scratch. This could be difficult for Gen Zers and millennials who are juggling careers, side hustles, social lives, existential dread, and burnout, leaving them with less time to cook. Convenience can support health when you choose balanced, satisfying options that help you stay consistent. So yeah, every once in a while, and depending on the ingredients that these places are cooking with, it might not be all that bad. But yes, we got one more on a bonus one: treating food as social currency. Yeah, you're not eating for the gram. You're eating for yourself, and hopefully you're getting enough grams of protein. See what I did there? I'll see myself out. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.